Hey guys, it's Heather from Cookies for Breakfast here with the week 2 postpartum vlog update. We have little Miss Julia here with us, of course. No Benjamin today, so we won't have any cameos from him. We've got a couple notes for this week. Not too much, very different from last week. Last week was pretty good. This week was good. This is Derek's last week at home with us before he goes back to work. He's going back, filming this on Sunday. He's going back tomorrow, so a little scared about that, but kind of excited to see what it's like to have these two alone for an entire day. I've had them alone for a couple hours a few times, but not anything long term, so I'm kind of interested to see how that goes, and I'm sure it will be interesting, to say the least. So hopefully it goes smoothly. We'll see. So it's just been really nice to have him home because we've been kind of tag teaming. He's had Benjamin for a lot of the time. Like in the morning, he gets up, gets Benjamin out of his crib, does his diaper. I do her in the morning. You saying hi? Do her diaper, feed her, which is like the biggest full-time job, but she's just like Benjamin was. I was gonna say maybe she might be hungry now. Quite possibly. So we'll see about that. But Benjamin he ate all day, every day when he was a newborn. So I could never really, it was really difficult to have a glass of wine when he was so small because he was just hungry all the time. So it's not like I could have a glass of wine and then feed him 2 hours later. He just didn't work like that, and she's the same way. So that's definitely keeping me busy, but she's doing really well with nursing. We haven't had any problems yet, so that's really good. She's been a champ so far, so that's good. And the best part is, Benjamin was the most laid back, easygoing baby ever. He only cried when he was hungry, and he never really got super upset. He was just very laid back and just didn't really care much about anything except for eating. And she's definitely more fussy than he was. But overall, she's still very good. Definitely could be a lot worse. It's funny because we've been saying, I can't remember if I said this in the last video, she goes from 0 to 100 in no time. She will be sitting there content, happy, not making a sound, and then all of a sudden she starts screaming out of nowhere. There's no whining to kind of let you know that she needs something. She goes from nothing to full force immediately. So she's definitely, we've noticed she's definitely slightly fussier than Benjamin was, but overall she's very good. She's definitely, of course, this is not a surprise because she's a newborn, but she obviously likes to be held a lot. Not really a fan of being put down, so that's fine. It's just a little more difficult. With Benjamin, I carried him everywhere all day, every day. I was either carrying him or wearing him in a carrier, and it wasn't a big deal because I could figure out how to do everything with him in a carrier or holding him. But now I'm trying to pick him up or help him do things, or do all this stuff in the house, whatever tasks or projects I have going on, making sure Benjamin's not getting into trouble, and holding her is a little more difficult. So I could use an extra set of arms, but I'm glad that she actually okay, maybe it'd be nice to put her down every once in a while, but it's nice that that's what she likes, because I like to hold her all the time anyway. So she's been very good in the chair, the little bouncy seat that we had for Benjamin, which he loved. Actually, now that I think about it, that was probably the only place that I could really put him down for an extended period of time, and he would be happy. It vibrates and plays music and stuff like that. So she likes that, and she because we've been having a problem. I keep it upstairs in the bathroom, because anytime in the bathroom, I'm in there for a really long time, whether I'm taking a shower, going to the bathroom, with the whole healing process, I'm just in there for a really long time. So I've been keeping it in there so I can put her in there and she'll be happy while I'm doing whatever. So for dinner time, I have not had a meal that I've not been holding her, because if I put her down, she gets really upset. So I finally brought the chair down for dinner the other night, and she slept the whole time, so that was nice. It was the first time that had happened. But like it's been good because I keep it in there so I can actually take a shower and not have to worry about her getting upset or freaking out or anything. So she's done well with that chair. That chair is amazing. So I guess it's kind of like the bathroom chair, which is a little weird, but so yeah, I guess like on the topic of healing, everything is, I mean, I'm not looking, I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last video, but it'll definitely be in the birth story. And I don't even know what this means. I don't want to look it up because I think it'll freak me out. When she was born, I had a 2nd-degree tear, whatever that means. Like I said, don't tell me if you know, because I don't want to know right now. So I had to get stitches for that, but everything, like I'm not looking. I don't know what it looks like. I don't want to know. But it feels better. So it feels like it's doing well. So I guess that's good. I'll have my checkup. It's 4 weeks after she was born. So I've got that coming up, and they'll take a look and tell me what's going on. I've had some pain still, but, so it's not 100%, but definitely better than it was last week. Although altogether, you would think that would be like the worst thing you could ever imagine, and it really was not that bad. So that's good. Let me see what else. Ben is still doing well. I'm kind of nervous when Derek goes back to work because they've been spending a lot of time together. It's been the past couple of days have been slightly warmer, so they've been outside. Even when it's cold, Derek's been taking him out. And they've been doing stuff, and they've been like, doing projects in the house, installing curtain rods, stuff like that. So he's had a lot of the one-on-one time, which has been really good, and they've both been enjoying it. So I'm kind of nervous when he goes back to work, what that's going to mean for Benjamin's adjustment. So, yeah, but he's been good. So that's good. I mean, I guess maybe like in the past week, he's very sensitive. Like if there's noise that's too loud, he gets upset, or just randomly he gets upset. He's always been like this, and he's getting like that a little bit more. Well, he'll just like out of nowhere like go and like cover his face and say Ben crying or Ben sad, which like I said, he's done this before. It's not abnormal behavior for him, but he's been doing it slightly more this past week. So I don't know if that's related to her being here. Maybe he's realizing that she's staying around, but he doesn't ever seem to get like annoyed with her. Like if I'm doing something with him, like a project, or we were just doing some like painting with watercolors, and she was fussing, so I had to deal with her. Like he doesn't seem to get upset that like his activity is being kind of, taken over by her. He does get mad, like in the car, if she's crying, and like because they're both in the back seat, so he's like full force right in I guess the range of her to be screaming in his ear. And he has done it in the house a couple times too. Usually if she's crying, he'll say, "It's okay, baby, it's okay," and like I'll see her and like pat her head or something. But in the car or in the house, if she gets like to be full pitch screaming, he'll yell over her, "Baby, be quiet," which is actually really funny. We laugh every time because it's just hilarious. So that's going on. We had our newborn photos last week. I don't remember if that was in the last video. So we did that. That was good. I haven't seen any of the previews yet, but I'm excited for that. Her skin this past week started peeling a little bit. I was actually surprised that this didn't happen like either from birth or the past week, in week 1. Because I know that a lot of babies, when they're overdue, when they're born, they tend to have like really dry, peely skin. So it hasn't been that bad. It's mostly on her hands, like in like her ankles. It's a little dry and peely. So I'll put a little olive oil on that, and I guess it's kind of getting better. So her umbilical cord thing, I don't like the word stump, came off a couple days ago. So yeah, I know, I can't believe like that's already, I mean, obviously I know that can happen a lot sooner. Benjamin's did, but it's just sad because that's just like one more little part of babyhood that's gone. She's definitely grown a lot. I don't know how much she weighs right now, but the shirt that she's wearing today, she wore one time last week. And it was a little small last week, but today it's like really small. So she's definitely growing. There's clothes that she's had that you can tell that, she's filling them out more. There's headbands that she had that she couldn't wear when she was born, and they're fitting a lot better now. So she's definitely getting big. I'm interested to see if she gets as big as fast as Benjamin did, because when he was born, for probably the first several months, He was gaining about a pound a week, which is crazy. So I don't know if she's getting bigger. Her doctor's appointment last week, she was 8 pounds. And she still looks tiny, I think, because she's taller than Benjamin was. He just always looked really chubby because he was shorter. So I don't know. I'm interested to see. It's really hard to buy clothes in advance because he grew so fast, and I just don't know if I should expect that from her. I bought a bunch of clothes for her. God, I think it was a couple days after she was born. We went out. And I bought stuff for the spring for 3 months because that should theoretically fit her in the spring. And I was looking at some of it already, and it looks like it will fit her like probably in the very near future. So that's kind of crazy. I just can't believe that. Like, oh my goodness, out of newborn clothes. I can't take it. Oh, and actually, speaking of emotions, the placenta pills are going well. I didn't take them according to the instructions, the first couple of days. You're supposed to be taking 2-3 times a day. I just kept forgetting. So now I'm on a 2 in the morning, 2 at night schedule. And I was just kind of curious. I was like, I can't tell if they're working or not. So one day this week I didn't take them, and I could definitely notice a difference. I was much more like on edge and kind of just grouchy. I did have a headache that day, so it may have been a factor, but I swear I can feel a difference when I take them, and like I feel like a relief. I don't enjoy taking them because they taste gross, but I think it's definitely making a difference, and I'm not as weepy as I was with Benjamin. With Benjamin, when I came home from the hospital for probably the first 2 or 3 weeks, every night when I would go in the shower, I would just like be like hysterically crying for absolutely no reason. There was really no reason behind it. So I definitely don't have that. I'm obviously I'm emotional and I cry at weird things, but it's not like, standing in the shower for 20 minutes crying. So that's good. So, yeah, she's like, I just remember with Benjamin, like he just fit into our family so well, and like it was like he had been there the whole time. And it didn't really change anything. Like we were still kind of doing our thing, like going out, doing things, taking him places. And so I was really concerned that, having her and coming into the family and Benjamin, like it was really going to throw us off because we heard all these nightmare stories about like, we bring a newborn home and like how it just throws everything off, especially if you have a toddler. But honestly, like it really has not. Our schedule has changed, like things have changed, but she's really fit into like our life like pretty easily. So I'm very happy about that. We're lucky that we have had 2 easy babies, so that makes it much more possible. But I think just kind of like how we are, that's just how we operate. I don't want to say like don't let a baby slow us down because that sounds like kind of mean, but we don't. So I don't know. I like taking her out. Now I haven't taken her and him out, Benjamin out at the same time alone. It may happen. I'm not sure if it'll happen this week. Probably not. Maybe a little ambitious. But yeah, she just kind of slipped into the family, and it's been like we're going really well so far. Now ask me in a week when Derek's gone back to work, and I may have a completely different story to tell you. So yeah, especially, which I don't think I elaborated on the sleeping, but she's much better. That's what I was alluding to when I was talking about her being fussy. Well, fussier than Benjamin, I should say. She's just so much of a better sleeper. Benjamin didn't sleep this well until he was at least a year old. He was up every hour, maybe 2 hours, like on like a really good night. So probably like every hour, I'd say, sometimes less, sometimes 30 minutes, 45 minutes, all night, every night for a very, very long time. And she gets up like 1 to 3 times a night. Like last night, the night before, she got up. She was sleeping probably because I go up with her when we lay down. We're doing skin to skin. I go up with her like early, but I'd say she was probably sleeping like, and she's sleeping the whole time. She's up there really. But I always wake her up before I go to bed, which is like around 10:30, 11, change her diaper, get her like in her swaddle. So she's up from then until like 4:30, 2 nights in a row. Got up, changed her diaper, and then she slept again until we got up. And then I think just us getting up woke her up. So, and then the night before she got up, I think it was 1:30 and 5:30 or something like that. So it's just really nice. Like I can't believe that she actually sleeps. I've never, I mean, I've only had one child, but I just can't believe, like, when people would say that they had babies that slept through the night, which is 5 hours, which is a little ridiculous, and but she's done it. She's done 5 hours at a time at night. But when people say that they had babies that slept through the night at like the newborn stage, I honestly thought that they were lying, or like that something was wrong. Like I didn't really believe that it could happen, but I guess it can. So yeah, so we'll get a little shot of her. She's a little sleepy. Are you sleepy, huh? See? She's wearing, we've got Benjamin's going home from the hospital pants, so I'm kind of, it's very sentimental for her to wear, but they're cute. She can wear them. It's not a whole lot of stuff that she can wear that was his, but these pants are one of the items, so right there. You gonna say hi? Just gonna sleep? Okay. All right, we'll do one recovery bump shot. Over here. Bad. So it's kind of an awkward way to slide back into the camera, but anyway, that is all for week 2. And I will see you next week. Bye.